So I'm curious, we've talked about rent control on here before, but we haven't talked about it on here since everything has transpired in Minnesota, or Minneapolis specifically. Minneapolis recently passed rent control. Maybe you could say exactly what they passed, but how does that work for or against everything that you guys have been, we as a group behind you guys trying to push back? How's that change things here for what you're working on now?
Sure. So before the Twin Cities had their referendums, and I should note, be clear that those were two different referendums. It wasn't just, I like to think of the Twin Cities as kind of one, metropolis. It kind of looks like it when you drive through there. But these were two separate cities, two separate referendums. The St. Paul ordinance being, now one of the most stringent in the country. We've only seen rent control on the coast so far, but now we're seeing it in the Midwest. These are the first markets in the Midwest that will have rent control. St. Paul is effective immediately, and Minneapolis has to figure out what they are going to implement in their city. They have a little more leeway than St. Paul does.